Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. I thought we'd have a little play and have some fun with something a little different. I want to make some tags for my junk journal, or I'd like to make some tags. I can put these as well in my scrapbook, my vintage scrapbook that I am working on for my mom and dad. I don't have a lot of masculine tags, and I have these really cool yearbook photos, and I want to do something with them. I really want to start working with people's faces more. I love faces, and just the heads of people, their smiles, their eyes, all of that. So I've combined this tag here. I've made one ahead of time so you can see how it's going to turn out and what I did to achieve this. But I did stamping. All right. These are tags that I've had, and they are a digital tag. I don't know if they are, I can't say where they're from. I would have to look it up. If I can find them, I will put it in the description. But these were purchased on Etsy, and they come in 3 different sizes, and I really like them. I love this large size here because you can really write a lot on the back. But I've also incorporated some of my, which I want to get back to and do with you, my stamping in magazines. I have a video on that as well, which I will link. But these are a lot of fun. I didn't glue this part down yet because I wasn't sure there was something else I wanted to add. But I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and I just think it's really cute. And the stamping, and then the extra little scraps, and then my stamping in magazines, I think that adds a little softness to it. So let's get started, and I want to thank everyone for joining me. First off, I'm going to do my rolling scroll and credits for my patrons over on Patreon at the end. So everybody will see their names up in light that are members, and thank you. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So a couple years ago, I purchased these images, these great yearbook images from a gal on Instagram. And I really like these guys. This is Barry, this is Dick, this is Ed, this is Jerry. He looks like a Jerry, doesn't he? So these are from 1951-52. This gal was kind of stuck. This almost looks like a photo booth photo. She was in that pack. Then I have these two. This looks like a yearbook photo. This looks earlier than the 50s, though. And then we have this gal here. This obviously is definitely older than the 50s or whatever. I'm going to set these two aside. But I'm going to, I thought I would use Dick. I don't know. I like Barry, though. I like Barry's smile. Although, look at those full lips that Dick has. Look at the eyes. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. But Jerry looks like a really fun guy. But I think I'm going to use Barry. I think I'm going to use him. So I'm going to tell you my thought process on how I started these. I was going to actually make some and just have them be Polaroid, like Polaroid photos. And then I said, well, that's no fun. I want to do something else. This here is a piece of paper that I stamped on. This is out of Daphne's diary, and you can see where I stamped. This is a large one, obviously I won't use that. I stamped these, and I stamped these here. You can see these are great leaves. I love these on here. And then I stamped here. I stamped some leaves up here. And then I stamped down here. I like to stamp where you can get all different colors with here. And then this one I'm not going to use. I have this cut for another project. But then I have these stamps, and I cut, see how I went across the berries here. I've got some daisies here, different colors, and I'll get these cut out and show y'all, because I do want to do another stamping video. I love stamping in magazines because I can't draw worth a hoot. So I'm going to be cutting some of these out. I may cut one of these. I will have to see. I cut something big out on here, and wouldn't you know, I cut into that. I don't know what I cut. Something of importance, I guess. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have some of my scrap white paper out here. I have a big box of just white paper that I like to work with. And I have all different textures. This is like a cardstock. This is another cardstock, but you can see there's a little bit different color there. I have some that's very shiny and clear. Where's that? And then I have regular, here's some vellum. I don't want to use vellum. But I throw everything in this one box, and it smells delicious because it's actually a large box, and it is from, let me tell you, Dr. Squatch. And Dr. Squatch is a company that sells all soaps and hair products, and my son will only buy from Dr. Squatch. So I got him it was a very long box. I think I've showed it to you before, that had Star Wars soaps in it. And, oh, this paper, it smells so good. It smells like soap. So I do like using these. And I could definitely use paper for this that would blend better, but I don't want to do that. I want to use the white paper and then distress it and do whatever I want to do to it myself. So I'm going to, oh, this is St. Paul, Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota. Photo department, Gem Jewelers. Copied by Gem Jewelers. Doesn't he have a great smile? Man, if he was in the grocery store, I'd stop and talk to him. So, as usual, I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope you're in tip-top condition. I called Kenny Boy, who has remodeled our house into great camp style. And I want Ken, the only room he didn't do years ago, I'll put that right there, is our bedroom in our master bathroom, I guess is what you can call it. And so I called him a while back, and his wife sent me a text, and she says, oh, Kenny can't talk. I don't want to talk just yet. Hold on, I got to get this. I want to make sure this is lined up correctly because I need this to be straight. Just kind of going off of here. Come in a little bit. This is funky lighting. Let's try it this way. She says he has COVID. And when he's better, I'll have him contact you. I think this is good. Well, I didn't hear from him, and I didn't hear from him. And, you know, days have passed. I don't think that's even. Rawr. I guess it'll be okay. So I told my husband, I said, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him today because I really want to get him booked for spring. And he gets very, very busy. Now, when you're doing a Polaroid photo, the bottom has to be a little bit longer, but not too much longer. Hopefully that's the right size. So I got a hold of him because I know what time he quits for the day. And I figured if he's traveling home, guess what? I will be able to reach him. And I did. So he told him, I says, how are you feeling, bud? He's like, oh, he goes, it was awful. He had COVID for almost 3 weeks. I was shocked. 3 weeks. I couldn't believe it. I felt bad for him. Okay, so now that this is on, and hopefully it is pretty straight, but if not, too bad. I take my pen, and this is a point liner, a 0.8 Pentel, okay? And I think I got this on, I either got it at Hobby Lobby or I got it on Amazon, I don't know. But you use whatever you feel comfortable using. All right, so I just kind of outline that like that, just to enhance his smile a little bit more. I think I cut maybe a little bit too much. No, I guess not. It's about the same. I don't want to make this exactly like this, but I do like this. I like the ruler, and I can just change it up a little bit. So where are my, here we go. Here's the rulers. So I'm not going to use the same one. Maybe I will use a green. So these here, I must have got from AliExpress back in the day. I kind of like this red as well. But with that green, I don't want it to look real Christmassy either. Got that little ditty. Kind of like that one there. And I don't really want to go too small. I like it on the larger side. That's kind of a fun one too. I think I like that. I'm going to use that one. All right. And I am still reading The Housemaid. And it is just crazy. It's nuts. But that's my kind of book. Okay, so we're going to put that there, like that. I'm going to put those up there. Use them on another project. All right. So then, I got this done, and I put the little embellishments on it. So let's go back over to... I kind of like to try to keep a green motif with this. Just because. And I think I'm going to cut one of these out. I'm going to cut one of these. I'm going to get my smaller scissors. All right, so I think I'm going to try these instead of my big ones. I like using my big ones, but this one is a little too small. And then I guess I heard, somebody told me that our local hospital excuse me. I don't like these because these aren't that sharp. Sorry, I had to get a drink here. Sorry. They were opening up the COVID wing again. So I know one of our employees was out with a nasty bug. And I guess now there's different strains of it because she was sick to her stomach. And Kenny didn't have any of that. He said he just had a massive, massive headache that just was really, he said it was debilitating. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. So he said he would see me. I want him to come up and have him give me a price for remodeling our bathroom. I mean, it's 30 years old and the rest of the house has been updated. We live in an English Tudor, but you wouldn't know it once you walked in the house. When we first got married, you know, we had the main house and I had all the rooms set up. We traveled a lot. So I had all of the rooms set up. You know, we would go to New Orleans a lot. So the kitchen was all New Orleans style. And I had these really cool posters on the walls and things like that. And then, you know, we just kind of, it was a mishmash. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. If I had all that money back that was spent on junk. If you're young and you're watching this, only buy it if you're really going to use it. Just be classic and just, you know, it's ridiculous. So then, as the years went on and I matured and I really found what we liked, we moved in our house in 1990, and in 2015, I said, well, if we're living in the Adirondacks, I really need to live in a great camp. So I had the entire house redone in great camp, and I've got big long beams in here now, and yeah, it's really nice. So the only room we didn't do was our bathroom, and that's still, you know, old popcorn ceiling, and ugh, it's got to come out. So he'll be here after Labor Day. I'm looking for a stamp, and I'm just trying to figure out what color I would like, because I think Barry needs a fun color. I don't really want NATO, but I do like the purple. I like the purple with that. So let's see. There's Eugene O'Neill. He was a great playwright. But I don't want a face because I don't want anything in competition with Barry. I don't want anything taken away. That smile of his. I don't want that. That's too long. I want a little tiny one. How about this one? Oh, I like that. Let's do that one. That's Thomas Jefferson. That's TJ. All right, so, and I think I do want to, I love these little stamped, that's the other thing. When you stamp magazines, you can get the same texture. This is very muted. And I think it blends in really well, being muted with everything else, because it just looks more vintagey. I like that. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, just kind of like when I do a collage, I'm just going to dot, 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 and then, because I don't want to, I have these how I want them. Except, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to cut down in here. I want to take this out here. I want a little bit more of that to show. So I have been wanting to do, you know, I've been wanting to make some cards or whatever for my my dad's scrapbook, so I can write some stories on the back. So it is kind of good to, I should say it feels good again to do something in the, oh, that worked out real well, didn't it? In the junk journal world, but without having to make the junk journal. I like the journals that I have. I'm just not interested in making them anymore. So if I've been purchasing some, but not for my use, for other people's, but I would much rather support someone that has worked so hard and diligently on making a journal than me taking my time when I could be doing something else that I'm more interested in. But I do like making all of these little ephemera pieces. I just like small things. So you ladies keep making the journals, and if there's one that I like, I will get one, and then I will add some more stuff of mine to it. I like that. I think that's fun. I like these colors. Okay. All right. So there's that. There's old Barry. Now, the background, the tag, I'm not sure. I've just got 2 left here. And these are already, as you can see, they're already decorated and they are done up. But this one was the same way. I had this here and I had this tag right here. But I wanted to add more. I kind of like, I don't know, which one do I want to do? Should I bring some red in? I kind of like that red. And then the blue up there. I think I'm going to use that one, this one here, because I do like that. So I'm going to grab my paper. And this one I do have a, it's not a brad, but you know what I'm talking about. I always forget what these are. I'm going to stamp this up. Now, I have a couple, I have my stays on, all right, and I have Timber Brown. I didn't want to use black on these at all. So I have Timber Brown, and I have my numbers over here. So Eddie, his favorite, his lucky number was 7, all right. So I used 7 on him, and I think Barry, I think he looks like his lucky number is 5. So we're going to pull number 5. Never heard of lucky number being 5. And this is a pretty floral stamp, and I'm going to use that. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I also have this one here, all right? Now this one I used Merci on. I don't want to use that one again. So I'm going to grab another stamp as a backdrop, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to still use this because I want to use this. And then I have this one by Lao Tzu. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. He was a Chinese philosopher, which I'm sure that you knew that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the background with this. This is a really cool stamp. And I either got this at Michael's many years ago. It's a 7 Gypsies. And it doesn't have a date on here. Or I got it at Hobby Lobby. Oh, yeah. 2012. 7/17/2012 is when I brought that puppy home. So we're going to get this inked up. And I love this stamp. See that? Isn't that fun? That is so much fun. Okay, there. We're going to put just a little up here, okay, up in that corner. Then I'm going to take lucky number 5. Where did it go? Here it is. We're going to put this on here. Okay. So we're going to get number 5 on here. I like to ink my stamps up like this. All right, we're going to get 5. We're going to put 5 right here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put Berry on here, so I should probably up like that. And these are fun tags because if you don't have a sewing machine, I didn't stitch this. You can see right here, it looks like there's stitching that goes around it. So these are nice tags to have. If you don't have, like I said, if you don't have a sewing machine or it's just kind of fun there. Okay, all right, so we have the 5s on there that you'll be able to see partial of, and then I'm just going to take this here and we're going to stamp around here. Let's see here, I just want to make sure it's, yep. And this doesn't have to be like everything showing. See, I just want it here and there. A little bit of words here, there, and everywhere. All right, I think that is good there. Then you can just keep putting your you can look to see if you want to add more, if you want to add less. Okay, all right. Now what I have, I'm just going to keep going. What I have now is I have this flower stamp. I don't know if you can see it really good. It's right here. And I like to put this on around the edges and such. And again, it's just to add a little just to add some fine, just some fine tuning here. I think that might be good. I think that'll be good. All right. And then before I put Barry back down, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just ink around this a little bit more. It just creates a little bit darker image. Whoops. A little bit darker border. Okay. And then we're going to put Barry on here, and then we are going to be done. Isn't that fun? I really like this. Now, what I need to do as well, I need to add some accent papers. So these are left over from a collage I did. I don't need that. I want these black ones. All right. Now, if I wanted to be daring, I could add a little bit of red, but I think I'm just going to stick with the black. And maybe just add some fun little pieces here. And I'm not going to distress these or anything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Barry down. And then I can tuck underneath. And then I can finish gluing when I want that little bit of 5 to be sticking out there. All right, so we have that there. He's just such a happy chap. You can put that there like that. I like that there. I like the lighter with the grays and the stripes here. That and let's see. I'm going to take a little tiny I want to take a little bit of this light color. Let's see. I like this here. You know what I need to do? I need to do this. I need to put that there like that. And then I think I will put I don't want that dark. I want it a little bit lighter, but however, I don't seem, okay, here, we can do this. This is a little bit lighter. like that. Or would this be better? Maybe this one would be better. Maybe it's these stripes that just aren't doing it. I like that. I like that because it kind of goes off to the side. So that's going to come over there like that. Now that they're both out, I guess I can work right side up, right? Just going to have that peek out like that. Then I will take this one. And put that up like that. There, like that. Okay, I'll just get these glued down here. And that is it, my friends. Aren't these fun tags? Let's clear some of the way here for the stars of the show. All right, there we go. There's Ed and Barry. So here are some fun tags that you can use with either yearbook photos or other portrait photos you have. Great big area to write on. This one I can put a ribbon in. I may not do that. I like to wait and see how my page develops. I could put a chain in there, a little charm or whatever. But that is it. That's how easy these are. They're fun. You can just create and create until your heart's desire. I could make a ton of these. These are just so much fun to make. So I want to thank everyone for sitting with me today at my table. I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to have you leave me a comment and let me know if you work with vintage yearbook photos, what you may do with them. I'm going to do another little series because I have all of these sweet little images as well. And I think these would be fun too, especially these tiny ones. These are going to be a lot of fun to work with. So that's all I got for you today. Again, I want to thank you and I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.